Hello there and welcome back. This lesson is for Every Day I'm Calculating for Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday. We're back at it. Today what we're going to be doing is continuing to explore writing a linear equation in slope-intercept form. So today, again, we're taking the more conceptual idea and applying it to some problems. We're going to demonstrate the understanding of slope and then show different ways to find the slope given points in a table and or graph. So let's look at these. The very first question is, look at these equations. Do they both represent a linear equation? Can they be written in the form y equals mx plus b? Now, this equation here is really important. Okay, this is a linear equation. So really what this question is asking us for number one is taking this equation. Can we take this equation and turn it into y equals mx plus b? Spoiler alert, you can. Okay? Now, what we need to do is just move these things around. Now, if you look at this equation, this is very similar. You have y equals 2x minus 3, and we're trying to turn this equation into y equals mx plus b. You're so close. Now, how can you turn this equation into this equation? Well, here we have minus 3, and here we have plus b. So how do we take a subtraction and turn it into addition? Well, what we can do is we can simply add the negative. So we can make it y equals 2x plus negative 3. Okay? Now what we did is we just took our equation here and turn it into a linear equation, y equals mx plus b. Check. Now, equation number 2, y minus 2 equals x plus 2. And again, all this question is asking you to do is turn this equation into a linear equation by following the structure, y equals mx plus b. So we just need to kind of rearrange the things here to have it reflect this equation. So what you want to try to do is get your y on the left-hand side of your equation. So in order to do that, we have y minus 2. If we want to get rid of a number that we're subtracting, we do the inverse operation. The inverse operation of subtraction is, that's right, addition. So we're going to add 2 to this side, and that takes care of this 2. And we're going to add 2 to this side. And what we're left with is y equals x plus 2 plus 2. Well, that's not right, because we can simplify that even further. We can change this to, sorry, I ran out of room here, y equals x plus 4. This would be our answer. Now, we don't have an m. In this case, m would equal 1. Okay, but again, we have y equals x plus 4. Very similar to y equals mx plus b. So this one also can be simplified down or rearranged to make a linear equation. Excellent. Now, in the practice today, you're going to have problems like this, and you're going to have to turn them into a linear equation if possible. Second, Elena uses a table of the values to find the slope of the graph. Here is her table. Here's what Elena did. She said m equals 6 minus 2 divided by 6 minus 4. She then simplified that to say 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So she's saying that the slope is 2. Now, we need to remember, what is the slope formula? The slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now, if I give you that clue, do you see the error? I'll give you a second. Look at the table. Look at what she did. Look at the slope formula. What was her error? The error was that she used the points 2, 4, and 6, 6. That was good. 2, 4, 6, 6. These are real points. But she subtracted the x coordinates in the numerator here, and she used the y coordinates in the denominator. So she flipped it around. So that gave her the incorrect answer. So Elena was wrong because she flipped the x and the y coordinates. So be careful. The third problem that we're going to review as part of writing linear equations in slope-intercept form is finding the slope and the y-intercept in a problem like this. Again, this is a linear equation. Y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Now this should look very similar. We've been working on linear equations for a while. Looking at this equation, can you identify where the slope and the y-intercept would be found? I'll give you a second to be thinking about it. Well, going back up to this equation, y equals mx plus b, remember when we were graphing these, okay? The m in this equation would be our slope. So going down here, our slope would be 1/3. M equals 1/3. And our y-intercept would be our initial value, would be -2. So in this equation, the b, or the initial value, would be -2. So it's important that when we look at these equations, such as y equals 1/3 x minus 2, that we're able to identify what the different parts of the equation mean. The 1/3 would be the m part of our equation, and the -2 or -2 would be the b, or the y-intercept. So now that we reviewed a little bit about writing linear equations in slope-intercept form, it's your turn. What I would like you to do is I would like you to work in your instruction book, and I'll upload the page, and I would like you to complete page number 115. Again, if you have questions, I am available from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. every day to video chat with you. Or I can email back and forth with you throughout the day between 9 and 2 p.m. Please reach out to me if you have questions or concerns, and keep sending me your completed work. I think the easiest thing is to write it on loose leaf, take a picture, and send it to me. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks so much.